Hello!
Hello,
Hello,
hello.
everyone.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this official launch of Penpot. This is a live unboxing. This is happening now.
Yeah,
Yes.
today.
So I'm super happy to have with me today Eva and Juan. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
Hello, everyone. I'm Eva Marco. I'm front-end developer at Penpot. I'm so glad to be here with you all.
Hello, I'm Juan, product designer at Penpot, and I'm glad to be here with you in this very special day for Penpot.
Yeah. And I'm Pablo. I'm the CEO, and I'm really, really happy to be able to host this official launch. First of all, let me please give a big thank you to the community that helped us shape this for you. Also, the beta testers for some of the features we're going to show you today. And of course, the team that was able to pull these together in really record time. I think this speaks volumes of the talent that we have. What are we going to show you today? So we're going to go and quickly have a quick recap on our journey. That's going to be a short video, so that's fine. Then we're going to share with you some starters, meaning cool things that we added to the Penpot launch for today. But then, of course, we're going to have some demo time. Juan and Eva are going to show you the cool stuff. And it wouldn't be a live streaming if we didn't take questions. So that's also something that we're looking forward to later. We plan to do this rather quickly, like just it should flow, but we might go off rails. So, bear with us. I think it's going to be cool. Feel really happy to be sharing this today with us. I think for us, it's really a milestone, really historical moment. So we're really happy to share that with you today. And I think we should start with the recap video.
Let's go.
Go, go.
Wow, the old times.
What a journey.
Yeah, what a
Yeah.
journey.
While watching this video, I was remembering when we decided, to embracing SVG was a technical challenge.
It was. Yeah.
And
Yes.
the Texas, oh my God, that was crazy.
Oof.
It
All
was
about
crazy.
fonts and texts, having a challenge, but we have been able to tackle them.
Yes.
Fonts will
Mhm.
continue to be something really cool for the future of Penpot, we have to say. But yeah, text, but also, the way we approach this to make sure we were designers first, like we wanted to make sure that designers would really feel this as their tool. I think that's one of the most important decisions we made 2 years ago. Um, yeah, cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers,
See.
Vic.
Thank you.
So yeah, it's really been a pleasure, quite a thrill, with a bit of a pandemic as a downer,
Yeah.
but otherwise, really cool journey. Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
So the thing is, okay, so today we are sharing the official launch, but why today? So we have kind of a short presentation of why. Why now? Why today, January 31st of 2023? Well, I mean, this day it's just any day. Although, to be honest, we wanted to do this just days before FOSDEM.
Mhm.
We are going to FOSDEM this weekend. If you are there, feel free to say hi.
All the team is going.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're all going
See
there.
you there.
Thank you. We love demo gods. So, but why now? Why now? When we decided to go to exit beta, to exit alpha and go into beta, I believe it more than a year ago, people would ask, okay, what is going to take you to finally go general availability, to go official launch? And we said basically two things. It has to be robust, performance has to be there, polishness, all that, of course, is mandatory. But also, we wanted to be super excited about killer features, like things that no one had done before, something truly unique to our approach, and that would, tell people that, yeah, an open source design and prototyping tool is actually now leading the innovation in the space. So we achieved that recently, and the criteria was met. we said, okay, we have the solid platform, ton of features, and then some killer features. So that's the reason, basically. We wanted to have that, to be able to share that and feel super proud, even if this is just the beginning, but really feel super proud of that official launch, having things that no other tool has. So if we move on, we can share some little, like some starters on what this official launch packs. First, I think great onboarding. Now, great onboarding is all about invites, in-app walkthrough, tutorials, team management, all that stuff. And why it matters for us is that it actually is very typical for design and prototyping tools to not welcome people other than designers. And that is an issue for onboarding for the whole team. But also there is onboarding, let's say, bad practices where you have these fishy upgrade to premium call to actions, where you end up basically having the smallest team that you can have, and also no stakeholders, no developers are really making their way into the design tool. So for us, this was very important. But Eva, you were part of this. Any particular thing you would like to highlight on the onboarding process for teams for Penpot?
We thought a lot about the invite system because Penpot doesn't impose any restriction on team size. The more, the merrier. So we're expecting to have very big teams as norm. We work around making sure that the information about expiration dates, who has accepted the invite, who hasn't, was very clear.
Yeah.
Also, to make easier to resend the invitation that has been expired, for example, or to copy the invitation link and send it via chat or wherever.
Yeah, I think it's really important that you can have the team that you need. And since this is all about collaboration between designers, developers, and other stakeholders, it is very important everyone really feels welcome. The onboarding is key for that. All right, so next we have some improvements on overlays prototyping. We have a very nice GIF here. By the way, I'm on GIF team, not GIF. And what is overlays prototyping? Well, this is typically allows UX designers to make subtle changes to micro interactions and make those super easy. And basically, this is important because, of course, it gives you a ton of productivity. So you don't have to do, like duplicate designs just for making sure those micro interactions are addressed for perhaps some customer journeys that are part of a different documentation. But this, we already had one. Some of it already had. So what is really the change here, and what is so cool?
Yeah, that's true. We already had overlay prototyping feature, but the community keep asking for one huge improvement: the ability to refer to an object relative to its coordinate and get pixel perfect interactions. So, to be honest, we didn't think that this was so important at first, but when we asked the community about, quick wins on our prototyping capabilities, they said that was a time saver for them. So yeah, here it is.
Yeah, I think it's very important that if we are going to really ask the community, we really listen to the
Sure.
community. We don't just ask because, for the sake of asking, but we listen. And over the time, over these 2 years, I have to say that I've personally changed my mind over some um, features that, and the priority that they had. And I think that the team overall also thought that this is one of the occasions where actually you would see our backlog change and evolve
Mhm.
based on that feedback. Actually, Clara, I think it was last year or 2 years ago on FOSDEM, gave a talk about how we're
Yeah.
listening and how we do that. Well, this
Mhm.
is one of the examples of that. You could actually go to our Taiga project and see that backlog right there. We don't call it roadmap because roadmap is kind of a strategic. It's actually the roadmap. It's actually the backlog. It's where tasks are
Mhm.
taken for any new sprint. So you can go there and check, how that evolves over time. Great. So next, we have nested boards. This is a way to encapsulate design assets within other design assets. You can see that in the nice GIF. And this is important because it makes organizing huge design something tolerable, so much easier. And it's easier basically to find hierarchical, find stuff in this hierarchical model. This is something, Eva, that you might have known about. I mean, remember you went through a live stream a few months ago. It was, if the audience wants to check that, it was called, I think, how to develop a designer tool.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And so, yeah, Eva would just go and show all the glory of closure. So any particular challenges for this nested boards feature that we're adding that you can
Mm-hmm.
think of?
Sure. Well, first, the video was so fun to make, but going back to nested boards, I haven't been involved in this particular part, but I wouldn't say that developing the nested boards part was the problem. The real challenge came from
Mm,
wanting to use design components with a SVG format because the design component need to be the SVG root item, and while designing you nest those items, but with SVG you cannot do that. So the solution to this problem came with nested boards, and with that you can combine those design components very easily, and it gives us a lot of potential for Penpot.
yeah, I think it's one of those future-proof architectural decisions that when you go and evaluate those and decide to adopt them, it makes you know future development so much easier for some other stuff. So this is something we like to show for our official launch. And I think for this was just, I mean, the Penpot official launch really comes with a ton of features. Like it's just huge. Uh, thank you. Um,
Wow,
but
love to
we
see
know
here.
what everyone is really looking for today,
Mm.
and I think it's now, yeah, drum roll for the live demo, hands-on demo to Flex Layout. Before we go into that, let me, for those of you that don't know what Flex Layout is and why it's so important. So Flex Layout is all about taking CSS Flexbox standards. That's an open web standards that allows you, to have a very smart set of rules about constraints and flows, about flows and positions, or rather not flows and not positions. And it has been a mega win for developers. Really has been. Unfortunately, design tools have not taken that approach. They have continued to go silo mode and follow design-centric abstractions. And that means that developer potential hasn't met designer experience. And this is so important because the moment you allow designers to use flex ready design tool, then there is no back and forth. There's no loss in translation. There's no issues about interpreting what that design should be coded to. So this is huge. And this really is huge. And I think the best way to show it to you is actually to do a live demo. So
Yes,
Juan,
I
you
really
go
want to
ahead.
share the flex layout. Come on.
Do it.
So, well, actually, you said that we used nested boards. Well, we used nested boards to develop flex layout. So,
That's very nice.
but yes, also, I want to show some accessibility improvements first. As you can see here, I have my dashboard, well, the Penpot Design dashboard, and I can, using the keys, navigate to the canvas, to the project where is my
Ooh.
file, and open it. So this is another improvement.
Let me just say thank you, Juan, for that. Really appreciate that. Accessibility is a huge thing for us. It's unfortunate that it's still not something fully embraced by tools and technology. We're really committed to that, this is just the beginning. I mean, we want to highlight that we have some accessibility improvements as much as the fact that there's still a ton of work for us, but you can
Sure.
count on us. All right.
So, I will start creating a basic element button with flex. So here, if I select a board, as you can see on the right sidebar, you have the layout option. You click in the plus button, and you already have the flex layout settings there. So I can position all the elements, set tabs, margins, also set the behavior of the container. And as you can see, if I add
Yes.
Whoa.
I
the
like it.
content rows.
I also
And
like the choice of color, by the way. That's my favorite color. You know that. So thank you for
whoa.
that.
I didn't know.
It's
But
And
actually
did you?
remember,
7. My favorite color is 761 CEC.
Oh my.
So it's kind of close to that. That is okay. So go ahead. Sorry, Juan, for
and
that.
remember, it steals the SVG code. Okay.
Yes.
So here I have another example. I have this animal mesh, and I'm going to create a grid. So I add my
Let's do that.
flex
Whoa,
layout,
just like that
and
with one button.
here one button, and here I have the
Oh,
wrap
oh,
option.
stop 1 minute. Did you read that? A grab
Wrap.
option?
Wrap
We are the
option.
first one to have that.
Yes. So the
Nobody has
content,
that.
The
The
yes.
world
content grabs
premiere.
in lines. Oh, it's great.
You can
Everything
position
is
set
there, to the right
layouts.
pane where it should be. All that contextual information, menus, properties, all that. So we think really that Flex Layout belongs to that UI section.
Yes. But okay, go ahead. I have here a very special example, which is a wireframe from our new website that is launched today too.
Yeah. By the
And
way,
yeah,
after the video, after the live stream, go and check our new website. Um, it's really a brand new website. We deployed that, I think, 3 hours ago. DNS might have been doing some, weird stuff there, but I think for by now, the whole world should be able to enjoy the new website. I think it's really pretty cool. I really like it. And here we were using, of course, we had access to Flex Layout on our pre-production server, and we were using Flex Layout before most of you. And that is the UX, right? For that one.
yes, this is a board from these wireframes. And here I have already applied a few layout options. But for example, if I click and select an item, I can move and switch the direction only with the keys. And here, for example, I have a list, but as you know, I want
Kind of a
a
text
list.
text wall.
Exactly. I have here the layout option. I click on wrap and
Bam.
automatically
It's so easy.
set
Wow.
all the stuff with just a few clicks. Okay. Also, you can set individual margins here in the flex element option. Okay. So go ahead and move to the, yes, here I have 3 beautiful screens for
They
animal
are
app. Here you can see a better example of the grid in context, the animal grid in context. So if I change
very nice.
my device, all the design adapts. As you can see, all the search options have layout, direction setting. Also, you can click and switch the heights and all
Love
the
it.
stuff move
It's
along.
moving. It's moving.
Yes. And here I have an example of if I have this top checkout bar, but if I have a smaller device, the layout adapts without breakpoints. And if I decide to go to, for example, an iPad,
Yeah, it's like just changing the viewport size
change the viewport
like that.
size
It's
only
very
with these few flex settings right
yeah,
here.
it's a very smart
And
way of using preset, not only as a starting point, but actually as a way to benchmark.
exactly, of course. So here I have this design that I already did. So, hey, Heba, How are you doing?
Hello, Juan.
Nice to meet you. So I think it's time to you to do some magic.
Okay, okay. So, as you can see, we are working on the same file. We are just collaborating. And I want to show you something that we didn't mention, and that is the inspect mode. And now we can access the code through the workspace area. We don't have to go anywhere else. So this is the workspace, and you can see there is a new tab here called inspect. And I can check it and access to all the code information. In the other side, I have a code pen prepared,
Hmm.
and with this simple HTML structure, as you can see, there are a lot of images very close to the one that has one in his
I
design.
think I prefer your reptile. I think I prefer
Yeah,
your
I
reptile choice.
think mine better. And I also have the icons ready. I just copy and paste all the CSS provided by Penpot to this code pen. And but you can see that there's not quite yet ready. I have only to need to copy this one. So let's do it. I will go to code. I will
Hmm.
press that button and go to the end
Copy
and
and
press. And you can
paste.
see magic.
Boom.
Now I have the exact design from Juan, but let me show you something more. If I remove this width and height limitation that category board has, the category is the main board here in the design.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
if I remove them,
Remove it.
yeah,
See what
you can
happens.
see the designs adapt. But also you can check that it's
That's
already responsive.
Yes.
boom. Yeah.
Boom. Yeah, I
I
really
prefer
love it.
yours than mine.
Yeah, that will make my job much more easier now. What do you think, guys?
I mean, bravo, Eva. This
Yeah.
this definitely deserved Pempo to exit beta and just embrace official launch. I think this is so cool. As we said, this is world premiere, and I think everyone can see that designers can just enjoy max level of productivity, no questions, no compromises, no questions to that. And at the same time, developers can really just go and take what they need without that uncomfortable conversation that happens every time where, both designers and developers are kind of concerned about the the representation, the abstractions used on design, the abstractions used on the code. Will they match?
Mhm.
That's gone now. Bye bye. Handoff. Hello, Penpot.
And also,
Yeah.
one thing I want to add is that in the inspect mode, you cannot change anything in the design. So we have a safety
Yeah,
bell for developers that you cannot break anything of your coworkers' work.
that's true.
Yes.
So that's a
There-
great
There's
point.
a nice little view only
Yeah,
label there that tells you you can take, you can mess around. The design is not going to change.
yeah, you
Yeah.
can select everything, you can measure everything, but you cannot change anything.
So we said, and I think we actually achieved that we wanted to have a relatively fluid launch, this live streaming. I think that is now over. We are super happy to take questions at this time. So we can spend a few minutes for this Q&A. Happy to take anything. It's really
Yeah. Sure.
it's up to you. What do you think about this? Is it cool? We think it is. Or things that we haven't covered.
Okay, so the first question is from Darius Silva. And Pablo, I think that this one is for you. How does Penpot afford to offer its hosted service for free? Will you charge for it in the future?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great question, Darius. So we at the moment we have all the resources that we need to sustain server costs, which is actually not that huge amount, to be honest. It's quite performant, and also the browser takes a lot of the load. But still, you have to have redundancy, backups, all that stuff. We have the resources to sustain that, and also have a full-time team just creating amazing stuff. But of course, at some point, we have to charge. Whether it is going to be for the service per se, or some enterprise features that are really exciting for big organizations, not necessarily for power users, because as we have shared elsewhere, the fact is that we want power users to just enjoy Penpot open source forever. But there could be some, nice additions for enterprises that really need to have something for them, and that could be our way into charging. So for you, Darius, to be honest, my bet is that for you it's going to be free forever, even the hosted service. Um, of course, let me remind, I think we didn't cover this, but you can self-host Penpot too. There's a lot of people doing that. Actually, we have thousands of Penpot deployments right now. So you can try that. And our partners at Alestio are doing a great job doing that for you, and they charge because they provide a service. So you can try that too. So you have plenty of options. I think it's very important to underscore that Penpot is deployment agnostic, completely deployment agnostic. So you could start. So Darius, you could start using our hosted service or a SaaS service, and then switch to self-host, or start using self-host and just move on to SaaS. You just have to export or just migrate your projects. It's that easy because it's the same product. One product, many different deployment types.
Thank you, Darius.
Mhm. Okay, so the next one, okay, I need help here. 0xb1b1. Are you going
It's
to
from Star
publish a
Wars.
list of public instances? I really want to open mine for public, yeah, use. What do you
I can
think, Pablo?
I think if you say you have an instance, a Penpot instance yourself, and you want to make it public, and so people can join because perhaps you have a community, you're the one there. Absolutely, we can list those. I mean, we really don't care as long as you enjoy Penpot. You can enjoy it on a private instance or public instance or a SaaS, or even through the community contribution of a desktop
Yeah.
mode. So yeah, that's a great idea. We could have like a public list of public deployments, so the ones that chose to be public there, but and saying exactly why they're public and who's welcome to
Mhm.
either just
Mhm.
watch or actually participate. So that's a cool idea. That's a really
Mhm.
cool idea. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Andy is telling Fediverse Penpot. Okay, the next one, GanGan974 is asking, have you done anything with the symbol system? I don't know what do you mean with the symbol systems. Maybe you can just tell
Yeah.
tell more about
Would
that.
it be the design token
Maybe the
thing,
components.
I
Mm,
symbol system?
variants.
I don't know.
will it?
Perhaps if you can elaborate a bit, and we can go back to
Well,
you.
Okay, okay. So QME, it's asking is there is iPad and Pencil super plan. Juan, I think you can answer that one.
yes. So QME. Well, by now we are working on, create a great experience for people who use Penpot on tablets like Wacoms or etc. But it's not, in our roadmap to create an iPad or pencil support in browser. But that doesn't mean that in the future probably is an option. So we'll see. But by the moment, no. We are working right now on create the great experience for the tablets.
That the feedback that we got was, please have design tablet
Hmm.
first. Alexander.
Okay, Alexander Saitler says, congrats, great stuff. Thank you, Alexander. Any plans you can copy CSS code from frameworks, e.g. Tailwind? I'm gonna answer that one.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think we have many
Good one.
plans on the copy CSS.
Many.
Uh, yeah, our product owner just told me days ago, Eva, think big, dream big. And that's what I'm going to do. we want to have. We're planning a lot of changes in the code area, and that's one of that. This SAS, CSS, Tailwind, another. Maybe will come in the future.
Yeah. Oh, I can take that one, Eva.
Sure,
Uh,
go ahead.
Okay.
Leonardo Fonseca. So there is a way to use Penpot offline. Absolutely, there are two ways. You can self-host it locally on your laptop. Then you have everything that in local. Whether you consider it to be offline or not depends the technicalities. But also you could go for the community contribution by Corpse. Thank you, Corpse. And that's a desktop wrapper. If I'm not mistaken, it uses Electron
Yeah, I think so.
technology for
Yes.
that.
Mhm.
So that actually you can apt-get install, or just go to Windows or Mac, depending on the operating system. You just install that as a regular native app. You get the native app experience. That is probably an interesting use case for offline mode. But you can also have your own server locally. So it's not like, is there plans? It's like by design, that is a capability that you have when you self-host Penpot or you use a desktop app. So yes.
Okay, videos. Hey, thanks for your presentation so far. How big is the development team? How many people are actually working on the product? Okay,
Okay.
so
So
Pablo, what you want to answer?
Yeah, I think there is
Or
no.
can I go?
I think I mentioned this on the community post. That is, I'll go and publish direct.
3,000 people.
Yeah,
No,
3,000.
no, no.
Yeah, I wish.
Direct and indirect involvement. Everyone combined is less than 30 people. The core team, I think, is about 12 or 13. So
12, 13.
that's it.
Yes.
We plan to, I mean, of course, we plan to grow the team because there's so much stuff that we want to do. What's next? Well, Alton is next.
Mhm.
But yeah, you think about this. Wow, that's the talent. That's the level of motivation, vision, and execution. If you're able to do this in 2 years with an average team of 10.
The core team actually is 4 designers and 8 developers.
Yeah,
So yeah.
that's a nice ratio. We have 1 to 2. Out there, the ratio is 1 designer per 10 developers, but
Okay.
not here. We have 1 to 2. Yeah.
Okay,
So
let's go
mm,
to the next. Fabio Principe is asking, as UI UX designer, how can I collaborate? There is a career section. Juan, I think you can answer that one for sure.
yes. Hi, Fabio. So the best ways to collaborate to Penpot by the moment is you can create, well, first use Penpot and give your feedback and your experience. We have a few channels to do that, our community and our social networks on our mail. So please do that because sure you have a lot of experience and your input is more than welcome. And you can uh, send or create libraries and templates. We have a
Mm-hmm.
section on the website.
Mm-hmm. Very
And
useful.
yes, and you can create features and or enhancements that you think can be a huge boost to Penpot as a UX or UI designer. Also, you can mail us with this info or from the community too. But this is the best ways right now. In the future, let's see. We have plans for that, but by
Yeah.
the moment, yeah,
I think my favorite place to go and listen to the community, I have to say, is the how to contribute section or category on
yeah,
the community space.
the link.
Community.penpot, yeah,
That's
community.penpot.app. You go
mhm,
there. You can log in or not. But if you're actually willing to contribute, you go to how to contribute. How can I contribute, or how can I help? Something like that. And we have thoughtful conversations there. It's really a very we exchange ideas, and you could perhaps paste links to your Penpot prototypes or designs, and we can have a conversation. Definitely, this is an open source product that values, because it's all about design prototyping, so it is very important that we get contributions and feedback on the design.
Yes, please do that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Next question.
Okay, Joseph VM is saying, is Penpot merch plan? Notice Penpot mug in Eva's hand. Do you like it? Do you?
Pablo, show
The sweater, yeah.
the
I
sweater.
I, I
So,
haven't here yet. Like,
Whoa, I
wow,
want one.
yeah.
I think our
Uh,
business model here is going to be the merch. I think that's
Yeah, for
that.
sure.
maybe we can
Stop
change.
doing apps.
But
So,
yeah,
go ahead, Palu. Okay.
no, I mean, we really don't know exactly how to do this, because it's like, do people really want to have mugs with? We will make sure people can go to any online platform and just select from a curated list of products, our designs. So it could be, yeah, mugs, or it could be, I don't know,
A
hoodies
t-shirt
like this one,
or
t-shirts,
stickers, yeah.
stickers.
Stickers.
But yeah, we're really happy about. I mean, we changed the name. Originally, Penpot was not called Penpot, but we haven't changed the logo.
Yeah.
So that has been
The original one.
around for some years now. So
So,
yeah, Joseph,
and if you saw us in Fosdem, we will bring a lot of stickers, so you can ask for some.
I think they'll run out.
Maybe. Okay, Robert 4. Do components such as buttons have hover states and variants now? Juan, that has your
Okay,
name.
so yes. The answer is not now, but in a few weeks, months is our next big feature.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think everything around variants is a huge thing for us. Also, plugin architecture, also integration with the generative AI. There are like these big things, but everything is a variable. Like everything is a variable, and everything can be a variant of a variable. Plus architecture, plugin architecture,
Yes.
and exciting stuff about AI. It's probably going to, I mean, it's not probably, surely going to be
Hmm.
the roadmap for
Right.
2023.
Right now, we are working on a complete components rework
Mhm.
that will be deployed soon, very soon.
Very soon.
But yeah, variants and overstates, yes,
Yeah.
we need that in Penpot.
Actually, let's be honest, we thought we could actually make it for the official launch to have the new advanced component system. But so it's just really weeks away.
Mhm.
Yes.
We were happy with Flex. We're more than happy with Flex Layout. So we said, okay, we have a killer feature, but it's almost there. So you should be able to enjoy that really soon, Robert.
Mhm. Okay, Snooky. Is there a way to share a project with a client without giving him her the editing rights, or projects can be only be worked within a team?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Um.
Umbrella, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I can answer that. Yeah, you can share a link in the view mode, and you can choose the writing and editing rights in that. So the
Mm.
link created that you can send to your client, it will have only the rights you give it to it. So yeah, you can
And you can destroy that link later if you don't
afterwards. Yeah.
want that. Yeah. So it
Yeah.
can be a temporal link. But yeah, it's not only about the team, but also other stakeholders.
Okay, Snovir Juranko. Sorry if I mispronounced that one.
Zoni Mener.
Congrats for the official launch. Thank you. As one of your earlier community contributors, I'm really happy for you guys. Question.
Thank you.
Actually, someone asked this already. The plugin system and easier contributions? Okay, Pablo.
Yeah, I know. I kind of replied to that, or comment on that. This is a top priority for us, because we've seen that regardless of how much we ask the community, what do you want? The reality is that the community will just surprise us with their creativity. And I think it's very important that we move fast. And in order for us to really move fast as a community, we need to make sure that contributions are super easy. And I think the plugin architecture is going to give people the ability to just extend Penpot the way they want without waiting for us to do X, Y, or Z, right? So I think this is one of the main topics for 2023. So expect news about that. Not only the fact that we will have that, and when it's ready, the looks of it, but how to actually make use of it in a very accessible way. So yeah, count on that. Don't limit.
And do you want to talk about the WebSocket that we have implemented? Or we didn't say anything.
Yeah, we didn't say anything. So are this here? I don't know. Perhaps there was some.
Yeah, maybe. I'm sorry.
But yeah, we with the official launch, we added this initial webhook system. It's outbound webhooks, so you can go for your team, go to webhooks on the settings, and create as many payload URLs as endpoints, and see how Penpot broadcast that information to those other tools. So for now, it's relatively simple, but we will get more payload options in the future. And that's our initial way into both the plugin architecture and the API. So it's like sneak peek into that.
Yeah.
We had another question after that one, which was,
Okay, there is Silva again. Is Penpot compatible with ARM64? ARM64, I don't know what does. Do you know what it is?
yeah, the
Sir?
architecture. So I think
Implemented.
there's nothing really inherently that we cannot do with that architecture. We use in Clojure, and we use in Linux, or and we use a Docker technology. So the answer is it's not officially supported, but really, absolutely. Actually, I think that the production servers do run on ARM64. So it's not like we are supporting that, but perhaps we're using it already. There's some things that you do not support, but you take advantage
Mhm.
of, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think there's nothing against doing that. We'll have to check that, but I honestly think our production service infrastructure runs on that. So of
Mhm.
course, the answer is
Okay.
yes.
Alonso is saying that the server runs on the GVM, so should is supposed to work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good thing about using a multi-platform technology. So yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you, Darius.
Okay, so the other one, the Gangan 97474. So I reformulate. Okay, thanks. Before Penpot, I was using Sketch with the component system. It was easy to just update a board to update all the components. Today in Penpot, I struggle to update all my
Mhm.
components. Okay,
Okay.
one.
Okay. So as I said, yes, you are right, and this is the component rework that we are finishing right now, and it will be deployed soon. So you will have a similar behavior as a sketch.
Yeah, stay tuned
Yeah.
because that's
Mhm,
yeah, that was all about the advanced components that I think Andres Moya is working on
Yeah,
that,
and there's my work.
and it
mhm.
Yeah.
will ready super soon. Yeah.
Thank you for the question.
Okay, John Summer Scale. John Summer Scale. Are there any resources to learn to make custom behavior, e.g., scripts with Clojure? Well, there is the my video in YouTube
Yes.
in this channel that you can watch. It was about giving a glimpse on how do we work, and there is another video of Alonso taking speaking more in deep about Clojure, why Clojure, and um, a lot of much more information. But if you need something, you want a video of something exactly, just ask for it, and we will try to make some in the future.
I mean,
Yes.
we make the videos that you need, or we make the resources that you need. If this is something that would excite a lot of people, or just enough people, we can definitely go and have a hands-on scripting session or whatever. Um, we do think that the plugin architecture is going to actually allow people to do that without us needing to tell them how to do core code contributions. But before we get to that point, we can share like how to hack into Penpot.
Mhm.
And so videos like the one Eva did, I think those are great resources. So yeah, Jon, I
Yeah.
mean, are you looking forward to? Are you a Clojure dev already, or planning to be one? let us know. Okay, I think we have time for perhaps one or two more questions.
Okay, Nilmipa, does Penpot support plugins? We have been talking about this already. Not yet, but we are planning.
Yeah,
Yeah, kind of.
we are really
Are
close.
yeah, very close. Okay. And the last one, Ariel does design. Hello, Ariel. Will you build in OSS design contributions for the OSS projects right into the tool? What do you think, Pablo?
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, the only answer to that is yes. Uh, we would really would like to see other open source projects using Penpot to have contributions to their design. This is really, we respect every project out there, but we really would like to be a vehicle, like an enabler to do that within a platform, whether it's, hosted, self-hosted, whatever. Um, and to be honest, we hope that this will perhaps accelerate how open source projects embrace great UX, great UI, great design in general, simply because the vast majority, in terms of demographics, open source projects lean towards developers. And one of the reasons we wanted to create Penpot was to bring developers into the design process in a natural way. We not forcing them into that, but just really giving them something they wanted. So that intersects nicely with open source projects, we think, and it would be great if we could sort of be the host to those contributions, and also benefit from all the contributions from all the open source projects, because it's going to be a very enriching conversation for sure. So yeah, and FOSDEM this weekend actually is a nice
It's the place.
place to have a conversation like that one.
Conversation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ariel.
Okay, so I'm sure there are plenty of questions more, but we're running of time. We will answer them in the comments of this video when it's released. Thank you all. Thank you so much for being here with us, and hope you like it.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we're going to do two things to finish. For the use you stayed till the end. First, let's just dedicate this release to Clara and Andre, maternal leave, paternal leave. So I'm sure they are there watching the live stream. But yeah, this release is for you.
With
And
their
second,
babies.
um, we will be at FOSDEM. So remember to say hi. We are really nice
I'm very
people.
easy to find. Blue hair, yes, that's me. I'm very easy to find.
We have a
And
lot of stickers.
yeah, well, I don't think we have as
For
many
you.
stickers as we need, but yeah. And then I think let me thank the rest of the team behind the scenes, Sonia, Paula, Elena, and Almudena. And
Yeah.
actually, we're going to end with an exclusive, another world premiere, the
Mhm.
official video for the Pimple launch. So I think with that, we'll say bye. Leave you with that amazing video. You're the first ones to watch it, and please, if you want to share it, we will make that available very soon. Thank you so much. Have a great time. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
your help.
guys.
Thank
See you
you.
soon.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.